Thinking of trying melatonin for sleep?
So how you guys been sleeping lately, huh?
Not too bad. I actually been taking this melatonin stuff.
Yeah, I hear that. I've been sleeping like too, you know?
Well, you have to watch this video before you start chugging it down like this. I'm here to teach you the proper way to take melatonin. Struggling with sleep is sadly commonplace now. You have a hard time with sleep now, half of the population worldwide does, and myself used to struggle with it. Melatonin by far is known as the most popular answer to sleep issues. But it's not as simple as hopping on Amazon, searching for melatonin, and getting that same day or next day delivery, or swinging by your local Walmart and picking up one. So many questions go through your head. How much should you take? When should you take it? What brand should you trust? Should you take gummies, powders, or pills? Yes, trust me, I understand. It can get overwhelming. How do you use melatonin so that it will actually work for you?
Dylan, time for your melatonin tea and then lights out.
Well, I'll straight up tell you, it's not the way that you've been using it before. You've popped the pill, you chewed on that soft sweet gummy, you know how this story pans out. You end up just laying there in bed and you're looking up at your ceiling, lost in thought, wondering why you're not falling asleep. The reason why this ends up happening is because of this common mistake that you've made before. I used to make myself all the time, and it's taking melatonin at the wrong time.
Time. What time?
When you actually take the melatonin has huge impact on the results you'll get from it. Melatonin works like a dial slowly turning up, meaning it takes time to come online and start doing its job. Same concept as looking at a woman versus a man when it comes to getting in the mood for some fun activities. Women in this case are a dial, as if they're melatonin, and men are more of a light switch. With that being said, you should be able to easily grasp when to take melatonin. There is a bit of nuance to this discussion, but the best time for you to be taking melatonin is anywhere from 2 hours up to 8 hours before the intended time that you plan to go to sleep. If you were looking to sleep at 10 o'clock, that means you would take your melatonin anywhere earliest from 2 o'clock p.m. up to 8 p.m. latest. Of course, there will be some trial and error on your part to assess and figure out where that sweet spot is for you. Learned some pretty cool stuff from this video so far? Make sure you smash that like button.
Smash.
Now that you know the proper time to take melatonin, the other piece of the puzzle that's very important is how much melatonin do you even take? Here is where you can easily become overwhelmed with melatonin,
I'm overwhelmed.
because there's so many brands out there that range in different amounts. Is it 5 milligrams? Is it 10 milligrams? Is it 20 milligrams? Let's take a look at some research and data on this. Now, when it comes to the optimal dose of melatonin and how much you should be taking, there is some mixed research out there. The bulk of the research will show that it's safest and best practice to stick to a low dosage amount, as low as possible. The amount of melatonin that you want to aim to take is anywhere from as low as 0.5 milligrams up to a max of 3 milligrams. The small amounts of melatonin have a far less chance of throwing your blood sugar levels out of whack, which typically is what happens with those larger dose amounts. That is the issue with a lot of these brands, and you see some with 5 milligrams, 10 milligrams, 15 milligrams, and I've even seen more with higher amounts than that. Listen, I've had bad experiences with taking melatonin. I'm sure you have as well, or you've heard all kinds of stories about how melatonin is terrible.
Terrible, Doug. It's terrible.
But here's the thing, it comes down to when you take it and the amount that you're taking. If you've had a bad experience with melatonin in the past, it's very likely you're taking melatonin right before bed, or you're taking some random melatonin brand that had 10 milligrams. Pay attention to when you're taking the melatonin and the amounts of melatonin that you're taking, and your experience with melatonin, it will be dramatically different if you start doing so now. Now, the next time that you plan on taking melatonin, you'll know exactly how to use it properly, and I promise you'll get good results from it. If you watched the video up to this point, it's likely you're looking to level up your sleep. Make sure you hit that subscribe, because that is exactly what this channel will do for you. If you're looking for more information on melatonin, make sure you check out this video right here.